I know this has got to be the most hectic time of year for you.
Oh, it is the most hectic time. We're here in the middle of the budget process. The House and Senate have kind of marked their ground where they think that they want to go with the budget. I think that the spending is too high. I think they have a ceiling. We made our budget recommendations back in February. I agree that's a basement. And I have to say that we have seen some improvement in receipt of revenues in the state. So I'm looking for areas that I can put money back into the budget. But I don't believe I can go as high as the Senate and the House at this point.
I wanted to ask you, because you did meet with the top Republicans from the House and Senate a couple of nights ago. And
we're meeting now with them on a daily basis.
Okay, and yeah. I got the feeling, but that was the first meeting that we knew about, and I got the feeling as they came out, they said it was a productive hour and things went well, but I did get the feeling there was an underlying tone there that maybe it didn't go as well as they planned for it to go, and they said you weren't willing to commit to that $27.7 billion number that they want.
I think they wanted me to go to their number right away, and that they knew where my number was. Anybody that does negotiations, is Brad, I'm sure you well know, you don't go. I mean, if that was the number that I believed it was to be in the very beginning, I would have said so. I'm basing my numbers on what we consider to be reasonable to receive during the course of the next year, and that is sustainable, because whatever budget we determine we're going to have for this next fiscal year, as you know, the following year we are going to see increases beyond it that we can't control. Mm-hmm. Mandates from Washington when it comes to Medicaid, increases in health care costs, and the increase in the pension. We know the next pension is at least another $500 million. So if we're stretching to meet the budget this year, and for some reason the monies either don't come in or we've maxed out at where we're going to be in revenues by this time next year, how do you get to the next year just to sustain it? Because you have increases, the contract with the unions, that's going to create increases. So you know that your budget is always going to grow just to stay even. Your revenues have to grow to stay even.
You're always chasing, is what you're telling me.
That's the point that we're at. We're always chasing. So if we're chasing, what we like to do is put some into the rainy day fund, so that if we get to that point, we will have money to make next year at least not worse than this year, and hopefully better than this year. Hopefully we're going to see increase in the economy as we move further along. What I see in Washington, what I see nationally and internationally, maybe I'm hoping against hope. It doesn't, things aren't very promising looking. But I think in Pennsylvania they are, because we have so much working for us right now.